A better way to change my like what's it called? My titles on my YouTube live streams. There's a body this whole time. I'm playing this through Steam. You can't get it to launch, it's probably because you don't have the deluxe edition, I guess, or whatever the higher version is. It's still in early access right now for the people that have like the premium copies. So a hole in the side gets us to more loot. We like loot. Not yellow loot, but loot. It leads to this. Alright, now it leads to yellow loot. Wild Walker boots, dodge distance and dex. I really don't think like +3 to a stat is like that good. But maybe they expect people to have not min-max loadouts because like for me like I'd rather have just crit damage or something. What you want is the Twitch chat with the YouTube like quality, because the Twitch chat is way better. That's where everyone's at anyways, like the emails and stuff. But as far as like video quality, I like the YouTube stream. No more loot. We don't stop winning out here. Yeah, it's got like that rewinding thing, right? Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised Twitch hasn't made that yet. It's just cool that I can find like, you know, stream at higher quality somewhere. I have the VOD save too.
Let's go.
He's rooted.
I have the shot.
We're just looking at him right now.
Enjoy the cake.
Time for this. Accept. These god robots are funny.
This place feels familiar.
Oh, it's a story for her.
Hurry, let's go inside.
And what's weird is like I only had a companion quest for the dwarf guy and the blue guy. I never had a companion. I don't think I had a companion quest for the two chicks, probably because I didn't use them long enough. Is this gonna be her house where she burned herself?
This is the library from my dreams. It's real?
Is this the library you
Look at all
burned?
these- This looks like the Akita building this place. Clearly, they wanted their story preserved, no matter the cost.
It's a library she dreamt about.
I wonder who she was. She looks sad and familiar.
Is she gonna just like sit here at the fire and die? Reading all this stuff?
Garlawain's gonads. Look! It's even the same hearth from my dream. And that's the chair. It's the picture of coziness. It's
Cozy.
plush and warm, Envoy. What more do you want? Finally, you've arrived.
Wait, she's grown up.
Ah, there it smells. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. You must be the librarian from my dreams.
She's you,
oh,
but
it's
not
a pleasure to finally meet you.
furry.
Oh, though, you do look quite familiar.
She wanted to not be
It's
furry
like
this whole
looking into
time.
a blessed mirror.
It has been quite some time. Too many years to number. Of course. You are an ancestor? No, child. We are the keeper of these tablets. Oh, of course. I was you in a past life. You lived with animancers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past lives never entered your mind.
Can we get out of here? One Yatsley is more than enough.
was the last of the Akita. Once the attack started, a few of us were charged with preserving as much of our history as we could. So we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? You must mean the Magfolk attacks. Yes, we've heard.
PHX,
Is that
yeah,
the
it's every
reason for the
12
bodies
hours.
outside? Yes.
The streams
Your
don't save
monstrous gods
longer than 12
who
hours
bought
of
their
there.
divinity with blood and the souls of their faithful. They tried to butcher
Like if I
the
streamed
last
24
one of us.
hours on YouTube, the last 12 hours of that stream wouldn't be saved to the VOD. It would just be discarded.
Yes. There was little else I could do. A lesson I'm glad you learned. But how did the Magfolk reach you when he... They didn't. Between the screams of my kin being slaughtered and the... That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I recognized it when we killed that Magfolk. Once it was gone, there was nothing left. And perversely, I found the quiet worse. So I decided on another way. One that wouldn't give your gods the satisfaction. Poison? Well, at least you washed it down with some good wine.
You call that wine good?
It was their last drink ever. They don't need to know it was swill. Yatsley, you know what you must do now. I abandoned my duty to protect our history. But you... Someone must tell the story of the Akita. And there is no one else. I'm already an expert. Think about it, Yatsley. You have been training to be the new protector of this collection since childhood. I couldn't ask for a better successor. But that was your duty, Yatsley. If you do not become the new librarian, there will be no other. The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, and my people, our people, just as the burned queen wanted all along, when she sent her magfolk to choke the... this...
There isn't anyone else who can do this. Yor still needs you. Are you really willing to give up your apprenticeship? It's your life, your decision. I'll go 3.
That apprenticeship is more than I could have ever asked. A chosen of Sapadal, yet you do not stand with your people. Our time is at an end, Yatsley. Wait! I've not even asked you any questions. Oh! Unfortunately, You must keep Yatsley alive. So this is goodbye. I wish we could have. Choose well, Yatsley. She's gone. Forgive me, Envoy, but
We're gonna find out this whole thing of like a... is like a cycle of like... that resets, I guess, with the... I got 2 children with me, yeah. 2 furry children. Alright, we came up. And then we saw this. Looted that. Guess we could have probably navigated this edge and I never noticed. Man, we got traps to kill. Killed one of them. We're all done. And of course, there's loot down below. Drop on it. There's elevators, okay. Brooch of Spreading Flame. Your fire damage has a 50% chance to jump the nearby targets, huh? Well, well, well. I wonder if that just means like the fire dot, or if like it's a fireball and hits somebody for 100 damage, that like that 100 damage hits the other guys around or something. I can walk down there? Wait. I don't know what that disarmed. I just saw the button super late. Yeah, it keeps this thing from moving.
This place seems less like a death trap. Maybe we could stop.
Let's see what they got to say now.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts.
Right.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here.
Sounds like you're nervous.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed in the present.
You all right, Kai?
Oh, you don't have to worry. Getting to see that vision of Tama did me good. Now that we're here, I'm eager to see the...
Glad to have you with me, buddy.
Same. I'd rather have good company.
I had a
Nice.
feeling you might ask me. I'm not sure I've really worked through what I've seen here, but I feel like we're almost done with all of this, but I'm completely baffled. But when...
I think so. The garden... Truthfully, I didn't come all this way searching for my own answer. Now, it's like we're close to something.
Oh, we're close, chat. We're close. No one's dying on my watch.
Thank goodness. I don't know what happened.
Well, I won't. It's not every day that you learn that you're the last hope to carry on a Never literally talked to myself before either. I think I annoyed her. But here we are. I just need a moment to take it all in.
Phrasing.
Glad to see I rubbed off on you, Envoy.
That's
And
funny they slid that
don't
one in.
worry. Our little group here is perfectly frightening, and I'm sure our enemies would agree. We'll be fine.
You've listened to all of us. How about you? You've been through a lot. You've been shipwrecked, and you've had your soul poked, your loyalties questioned, and yet you've kept yourself and all of us together. How are you really doing?
I'm doing great.
You're very resilient.
I'm a gamer.
Under different circumstances, I would credit your nature as a godlike. But we all know better.
We're a
You're
godlike
strong
gamer.
enough to survive
Makes sense.
anything. Zapadal picked a good soul when they made you.
That actually made sense to me.
I'll take that as a compliment.
How about you, Envoy?
I don't understand myself. I just feel like I'm supposed to be here. Whiskey. If I told you, it wouldn't be a secret.
No, you tease.
When we first met, I didn't think you'd last long. But then I saw how you handled that dream thrall bear. And then you confronted your own killer and let him go. It takes a special kind of strength to stay your hand in a moment like that.
I didn't know much about you at that point. You were traveling with Kai and you died, which I thought made a lot of sense.
I remember your calm. How you listened to my shouting match with the governor. You saved my city and gave me a home. A sanctuary where I could be myself. I'll never forget that.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those sporlings. You got my priceless face. What more could a girl ask for?
And now look at you. Look at us. How far we've
Look
come
at
in a
us.
short time.
Arc isn't finished. 5 oddballs on a mission to confront a god. What could go wrong?
One crisis at a time, please. I can only lose so much sleep.
She's right. Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. Fjord, Thirdborn, Solace. If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living land's suddenly at peace.
Just this once. Could we forget about the rest of the living lands?
That doesn't mean it's Giada's scary story time, does it?
I thought my stories were insightful.
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
What if we just stayed here forever and never looked back? That'd be a hell of a plot twist, just be stuck in prison.
Right. We could all use some beauty rest. We'll want to look our best on the battlefield, won't we?
Before we turn in for the night, I'd like a word in private.
Get some sleep. There'll be plenty of time for sentiment and hugging later.
Alright, what does she want?
All this time, I thought my parents died in a freak act, and in a way, they did. Generous? Perhaps. This whole experience has me considering my family's work in a different light. Look at what my mother accomplished. When you speak to a god, it's nothing. Barely a reflex. No animancer can live up to that. I thought their legacy was a curse. As an animancer, I do admire them. One thing is certain. When it comes to... I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands.
Still needs to help.
Perhaps. I believe the power flowing out of the garden drove this island mad. That has to end. Through animancy, we could help the living lands recover. It would take a lifetime. Then again, who am I to enter? On the other hand, half the fun of animancy is stirring the pot, and I think I know what I want. But there...
Continue to research and grow.
I have a lot of catching up to do. So be it. Starting today, I don't have to live up to anyone's example. I knew they would be. And now I just have to decide which field of research. I've only got one lifetime. Hey, you help me.
You're good with the animancy stuff.
That guy.
Envoy,
If you don't know what to think, what chance do I have?
it's just... We already have a lot to take care of. We have a god and an empire, both vying for our attention, and now I have this legacy forced on me. I was already unsure what to do, and now a third option appears like the world's worst surprise. But it explains why I knew the language.
Sounds like you want to be the new librarian.
Maybe. It's not an answer I would have expected, but it's an answer. Well, honestly, I feel more full. Like a puzzle piece sliding right back into place. No matter what happens, even if my path doesn't lead to the library, I feel better than I have in ages.
This is the last map. We're in the garden. Elfior, become the Archmage. I mean, honestly, she goes Archmage route.
That is an option.
Then we have an Archmage in our team.
I think...
Congratulations, Yardsley.
No matter what, I've always known exactly what I want. But this is the first time I've had more options than time in the day. What do you
You're a wizard. I mean, I don't know. We kind of need... I think we need a librarian, so... But...
You're right. I owe it to them and my... Thank you, Envoy. I've been agonizing over this for longer than I want to. Finally picking a destination. Oh.
He'll understand.
Well, come on. Much as I'm loath to relinquish this... And Envoy...
Hey, Giada. How are you holding up after seeing those, plant people? I've heard of strange... I barely plan for the... I don't know, Envoy. And you can... But I think it's... I know. You know what all of... Ultimately, you're the one. My advice? Don't forget that... But look at it this way. Whatever you... And I'd wager that's better than where we are now.
Alright. Any other words from you people?
On point. What do you need?
Thoughts?
The only one. I don't.
Oh, it's the same one. Yeah, nothing else from this guy.
You too.
Envoy, I've long imagined... Even... And that's not even count. I learned that I was very... We learned the fate of the Akita from their killer herself. And you! You're on the way to meet... It feels like a typhoon of information. There are even floating sky islands.
Wine helps.
And you're not sharing? Just be sure to remember everything we see. You think that learning I'm an Akedan reborn will make me less interested? Huh. Our travels together may have changed me, Envoy. This place is... It's more than I could have ever dreamed. I know we have to find your god and figure out what to do with them. Oh, I almost feel like a... I suppose. Still, and think how much I could learn here. Pockets of time. Oh, but we've not even... Let's get moving. I'm starting to suspect that every single leader in the living lands is in... Truly. Hopefully...
Oh, we've heard this one too.
Well, of course, but those... I think I do need... There's always a way... Oh, come on. How... Tired already, Envoy?
Alright. Is there anything else we can do to our character? We have enough mats to bump our other weapon up to 3. Oh, just enough. Both our pistols are +3 legendary. wild. All right. Which one is it?
So those green people in the garden, those weren't your parents?
No.
What is? We'll bring out these two. Ooh, that's a. Look at that. You know, there's some big ass red portals and like beams. Hold on, is there more loot back here? You gonna hide any more loot from me?
One moment.
I hate this lost fallen form. I hate its feet. I hate its hands. I hate its calves. I hate its thighs. I hate its empty loins. I hate its solid. I hate its metal chest. I hate its clumsy arms. Someone is ranting. Talking about being like the metal form of like the dude's been fighting.
Is this where your god friends live? I assume
29.
we'll have to break this barrier somehow.
Safe to assume that the large glowing door is part of Sapadal's prison. Now, we just have to get past it.
Interesting. We have like all the ranger stuff we could ask for. Is there like literally anything else I can do? We're missing like one more power. I think 30 is max, yeah. Stand penalty reduction. I think I have medium armor on. I have to stop the beam. Is this the awesome? Straps need to be shut off.
Here we go. Quit moving.
What the hell? Hotkeys are all messed up again.
Just a minute.
And Mario's gets frozen. there.
One moment.
Keep quiet.
You need a moment here.
Got a flamethrower?
Needs
Oh my god. I haven't seen that before. Arm. Oh, that's like a key.
Buddy, all right?
I don't think magfolk arms work like. Oh, huh. Seems like we've drawn a crowd.
Laser's done.
Patience, dearie. We've got company. Upward, watch your left.
What about something? Finisher.
I owe you.
Looks like the gate's open. Well, what are we waiting for?
More beams.
You asked for it.
Is that guy dead? Did it go off?
I'm almost done here. God, help!
Intercept. Teleport. Oh, nothing. You know what? We're gonna start using some of these too. I know we got some juice in here. Drink a little milk. Drink a little wine. Milk and wine together, surely that works out, right? How about a little water to wash it down? Got some grog. Both we stack. How about some banger broth? Oh my god, look at our buff bar. Yeah, I'm saving consumes for Avowed too. How about some tea? How about some resolve and stamina? Perception max essence? How about some wine? How about some pie? Cookies? A mushroom? Another pie. This is my buff bar right now. $10K with the pistol? Jesus Christ. It's because of all the buffs. That means that if I pop all these buffs before like a final boss, I'm gonna make it evaporate. Holy shit. Bro, the pistol's hit for like 3.7. Trash mobs, what the hell? That buff bar is disgusting. That's how you know you're really gaming. That outfit. What an outfit to beat the game with, dude.
You have come at last, after so long. You are so small, we questioned if you were real. Then steps, a voice, through armies and corrupted soil, you persevered. Now, you are here.
I'm here to stop the Scourge. You're a hard guard to find, despite the best efforts of other gods.
They choked our light, clipped our wings, pinned our hands. We felt only the bars, the shackles. They did not explain. We wish it could have been different. We only wanted connection. But the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in this place. But you are here now. You found us, a sprout in the endless winter. There is little time. We would be freed from these bonds. The Strangler is close now. We feel her wire against our flesh.
Strangler. The Strangler should be this one.
She begs for our blood. Her wolves defile the city on the shore.
Did something happen in Paradise?
Blood on the tile. The people's cries ring in our ears. She pierces us now. Now we will not brook this. Not again. A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. Time. You can reach her. Will the garden to open.
I can open a portal to different places where these guys are at and fight their forces.
Focus. Shape the essence with your hands. We were everything. What have we lost? What multitudes could we contain? We could run, leap in the water, flourish in forgotten hills.
I'm here to end you. You want freedom once more. It's what you've asked for from the beginning.
We want nothing more than that. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to regrow.
The only way I can set you free is you truly want to change.
We trust you. You who have been by our side for so long. You met death, and you offered your hand.
Oh, these are all the decisions now. He was troubled. He didn't die for it.
And where is your mercy for us? You know we deserve better than this. Give us peace. We want a chance to change. We deserve that opportunity.
I mean, that's what I was giving you, right? Rot in there, I can't. You can promise you'll be better.
Do you think we have learned nothing from you? We deserve more than this prison. Let us have a chance to rest. We want
I mean, I literally
peace.
made a golem. I
But
left the
do you
golem
have
open.
no more mercy for us than you did for the bear.
I don't have time for this. We end the Dream Scourge. What are you talking about?
The beautiful thing you killed. Already you have forgotten.
I mean, I know I killed a bear. Lots of
We
them.
asked what he would do with an animal that sickened after a fight. Do you remember what you said?
Close the wound, disinfect it, heal it.
More than anything, that is what we desire too.
It's keeping track of so many choices.
Treat us as you would the bear. Clean our wounds, heal us. Grant us the same. The time has come for you to act. End our pain, and the Dream Scourge will cease. Give us peace.
I mean, that's what I was getting her to do. Okay, why is it telling me to trying to convince you? I can't give you freedom, but I can give you the peace of the grave. Peace? What about vengeance? You have power for a reason. Freedom or destruction? Is there really no other way? I'll free him.
Center your thoughts. Reach for us. Clear the fog. Tear down the gates. We were so blind, so lost. We brought such horrors to this place. We feel bright. We had forgotten what it is to live. We will grow, tend, flower. We will always remember this.
I hope these are all lessons from all our decisions.
We will remember you when you are ash and soil and mulch.
Oh, we got the last ability. Unleash the power of Sabadal to lift all nearby enemies into the air and slam them down. So we got like AoE, like force choke and force slam basically, or force grab or whatever that's called. A final god power. I thought we would go through more of our decisions in that dialogue. Not just the bear. And the guy that we saved, or chose to not kill. These pants are actually supposed to be the skin of like somebody like the same race of whatever they are as Kai, yeah. It's a chest piece, but it shows up as a pair of pants. Who we fight in this arena? Or is this just the same person? I'm gonna reach in and pull him out. Whoa. This is the stone in like the first zone? Yeah, we're going to the first zone. Sure. Holy shit, this place is cooked.
Stats. Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Aora could transport us so quickly.
Back to the beginning where it all started.
What happened to the living land started long ago, and we're going to finish it.
Are you seeing this? I don't think Paradise looked like this when we left it.
Looks like the war already started, and the giant roots are winning.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this quick.
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks.
Weeks, huh?
Hey, at least you didn't let 6 years go by.
Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time? Assuming there's even a difference.
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that feel like an eternity.
Look at this place. It feels like we're still in the dream. Those are more your people's ships in the harbor, and steel garrote banners past the barricade.
Even Raingrim is here.
I think I see Elia as well. What a strange reunion this will...
The Blessed Day Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
Every faction's here to fight. I'd hate to be left out of a duel. We should go make some trouble.
Right behind you.
The Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without us.
Before we go, what?
I freed him.
I'm not sure. That's good, right?
Yeah, you're fine, don't worry.
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. I only hope we can say the same about Sapadal. Time will tell.
After all this time, there's
We've cured the land, and we've even freed a caged god.
Kid and God entwine. The flower shades the soil in which it grows.
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
people seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
Oh, did we level up again? Did it make me level 30 or what? Yeah, we are level 30 now. We get to throw in one more stat point. Just to get more stam, I guess. What else are we gonna do with it? Then we have one more skill point. Like, doesn't really matter because there's barely any gun stuff in the first place. It's like I got the food buff thing on. I have the upgrade material thing on. I could probably respec out of this and save those 2 points and put them somewhere else. As a matter of fact, I could burn gold and just put crit strike on. Oh, I was putting stuff into armor for more stamina. Okay, that works.
Sansa. How did you make it out here? Hey, envoy! Oh, the girls.
We have a merchant?
They marched in with no envoy. What does the girl?
They wanted to burn Fjord. Why not start here?
It's an outrage.
Everything all right?
They broke some they didn't think I was worth the trouble.
Right now?
If you're looking for survivors,
How many?
I'm not sure. I am sorry.
Just take care of yourself and don't get killed.
We should move. Let's hope the Garrote hasn't made it.
Envoy, wait! I took some supplies when I'll even give you a discount.
Nice, dude. Holy, that's a lot of resources for me to just like pick up and pump into my stuff. I can just like +3 my other gun for fun. I probably have enough of these, but yeah, I've got tons of those. It's the branches I don't have that many of. Alright, yeah, let's try it. Like, if we can get the rifle, the other rifle to +3. Okay, this is some really dumb numbers on stuff. I gotta find a camp. There's a camp. Oh, the map is on. The map's all fogged up. It's just different. Are there gonna be more quests?
Why is there snow here?
Oh, the Archmage is here?
Archmage. Already dead. A familiar face. We meet again, Envoy. And you, Yardsley. You're always a prodigious and welcome sight.
Oh, yes. Always a pleasure to see you, too.
Paradise burns. Thanks to Lud.
Hold on.
To it. But the Dream Scourge is gone.
But I killed Laudwin.
She must have come back to life.
It's remarkable how hard you mortals fight for causes that'll be forgotten within centuries. Still, I do think the world has been irrevocably, if minimally, changed.
I freed the god. That's world changing.
Perhaps. A new god being set loose on the world is certain to have consequences. Mostly, I'm curious about whether you think you've made the right choice.
I'm certain I did.
Ah, that mortal zeal. I am interested in seeing the outcome of your story, Envoy.
I hope it ends in a long nap after some excellent food. With luck and with other parties and fire, but we'll go with food.
Mortal comforts are so very adorable. Goodbye. And Yardsley, I do look forward to when all of this is done.
Oh, yes. We'll, discuss that later.
She's still trying to pick her up to be another Archmage.
My research awaits.
What else is around here?
I know it's crowded, but I promise we're safer in here.
Oh, this is the guy that we didn't kill.
Envoy, you're back! We came running as soon as we saw the ships.
Even the people from your side
Not
quest are
very
showing
tough.
up here.
Tazarak probably saved my life. I've never seen a Zorak fight. We wouldn't be here with him. We wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I didn't kill this guy, and I helped her out. And now she's got her friend there to... Oh, just a random sword, okay. I'm still gonna pick up my loot for the apocalypse. You just leave this stuff out here like that. The troll, yeah, it's like Avengers Assemble, but we don't have that ogre. I mean, you gotta make decisions. I mean, that ogre didn't seem that important, but hey, you know. If I saved him and he gave me his axe, then I wouldn't have killed him. The axe that I don't think I'd kill a single enemy with, 'cause I didn't use it.
One moment.
It's pretty cool that we're back on the first map, but it's like converted. And there's the garden right there. Those are 5 maps.
Oh, Envoy.
So I got the
How good
books.
to see you here. I don't know if thank you is precisely what I want to say, but Paradise burns from the torches of the Steel Garrote.
Will you be recording his events for the archives?
Yes. What happens in Paradise now will decide the fate of the Parkrun.
What's the plan if Paradise fall?
We will find a way to persevere. We Parkrun, whatever the outcome of the upcoming battle, do not forget us. If Edir and the Steel Garrote have their way, they'll strip the history books of any mention of our culture. Future generations will only ever know us as an appendage of the Empire. I hope it doesn't come to that.
Even if they triumph, I'll ensure historians do their duty. That won't come to pass, I promise.
I hope so. That's as much as I'll say. Do the right thing.
I mean, we're geared, dude. We're just...
We know you. Did you help us? We must have seen Fidelio sang for us.
We held them off in Fjord. We held them up.
Adelaro. Does he fight for us? And why do we think of this name? We smell steel. And we
I forget if these guys died and then got resurrected. I don't know. I don't remember them anymore.
Was this you?
They're rangers from the second map. Or, I don't know if they count as rangers. They're like, what are they called? Aliens or something? What? We even have these people here?
Envoy,
How is Emerald
The
staying?
side quest with this chicken or
More
zombie
importantly,
farmers?
How are you?
Thriving on both counts. I'm happy to report. My revenants were just getting comfortable in Thirdborn. When I heard tensions were brewing, I thought to myself, this is a job for the undead.
She just brought a little squad of undead after that side quest? Yeah, man, if I didn't kill the ogre, he'd be here too. It's just like Avengers Endgame or something.
Likewise, I'll keep them on a tight leash, just in case the Steel Garrote breach our defenses. Oh, and I've been meaning to thank you. Emerald Stair is healing, believe.
Now we just got to keep the living lands from descending into war.
Easier said than done. Best of luck out there. And don't worry about a thing.
Thank
So
you.
we have undead on our
My
side.
compliments to the flock, as always.
Enjoy your creepy corpse friends, or whatever.
enjoy the time with your flock, dearie. Try to keep them out of the other camps.
Osca Sagrada.
As prepared
Who's
as
the
you
Rangers?
left, I'll stay back here. The others can provide.
The Steel Garrote have hit hard and fast. We'll have to rely on subterfuge.
If I go first and distract them.
A couple of rangers. I can loot the dead militiamen. Who's this?
If you're wounded, find a place to lie down. If I seem distracted, I apologize. Believe it or not, we have more than enough supplies. Unfortunately, my hands are full with the dying and the dead, and there's... if I don't get any sleep.
Take a break.
I suppose I've earned a couple of winks. The next time we see each other.
Get some rest, dearie. I'm sure people will still be dying when you wake up.
Majority corpses being buried. Oh. Another random weapon just sitting around. Is that when the blacksmith is working?
Is that you?
We'll do whatever we...
Envoy, how did you...
The warden and Amalia, so like the two different types of
It's great to see you again, but...
dwarves are
Where
here.
the fuck did you come from?
You just appeared out of nowhere.
Oh, the god transporters here.
The fuck?
Your face. We all wondered whose godlike you were.
That's not important right now, Radut.
The fuck?
Right. Forgive me, Envoy. I won't keep you long. I just want to make one request while you're here. As much as you can.
What do you mean?
Don't let Adir fuck us over.
More or less. I'd just like for us to live lives that are free. It's going to be up to you, Envoy.
I get to choose the fate of the world. I guess we can set up camp here too.
There you are.
Ready as I'll ever be, man.
Understood. I guess it helps we have a god on our side, right? This is just cleanup. Just figuring out who controls the...
Politics.
Someone once told me that war is just applied politics. Anyway, you should get some rest.
You don't want to hear my speeches?
It's not that I don't want to. Talk to you later, Envoy.
So,
Stay close.
if the garden didn't kill it, metaphysically, the battle is already over. But politically,
Wallace Island, unfinished business.
I intend to send a message to the Steel Girl. Anyway, who knows what tomorrow will bring? I think that's enough. Besides, I need to tinker on the phantasmal focus. Don't stay up. What?
Nothing to ask her.
If I must.
Wait, what?
We should take a moment to... You liberated the god of the living lands. That's quite a gamble.
I mean, I hope the god shows up in like the big golem thing that I prepped like the first day we played.
I admire your confidence. If not for you, Sapadal would still be pacing their cage like a wild... Which means you have leverage over a god.
Better living lands. Leverage over a god. I don't think about a relationship with the god that way.
You're probably better. Sapadal's imprisonment shaped this island. We cannot know if the living lands will normalize or destabilize.
It'll be fine.
Eventually, maybe you'll find some comfort in prayer. Now that one of the... I hope you don't mind me bringing it up. You're too kind. I want you to know this has been an unforgettable until
next time, but we're doing it now.
Pleasant dreams.
Any other lines?
Yep.
Yeah, she's got nothing.
Let the bed bugs bite, dearie.
Alright, so... Oh yeah, we're gonna upgrade our gun. Let's see what happens. Not quite enough, though. Well, actually, maybe. Hold on. Only 17 more branches. Oh my god, we're one branch short. One branch short of +3 in the rifle. That's unfortunate. Hold on. Wait a second. I have a solution. I have a solution. What am I talking about? Hold on. Hold on. We just have to break down a bunch of these. If it turns into a branch, we delete it.
Morning.
Don't tease, darling.
Craft one of these. Upgrade the Heaven Strike to Legendary Tier 3. And now we're going to see some really big numbers.
We both know why.
Now we're going to see some really big numbers. What do I even have equipped for jewelry? Do I need that? How about we just go for bigger numbers? Larger hit reactions? Nah. Let's just add crit damage back in. We like crit damage. And I guess we don't need a neck for money anymore, so... Potions clear accumulations. 5% extra damage with poison. I don't really have that many. Basically just like, do I want 3 perception or like my dex 2 perception? Bonus damage as poison. Perception would just give me range. Yeah. That looks like a healthy build. I wonder if I could have changed the slave's patience buff into like just pure dex. I don't really remember that decision. But otherwise, like 15 dex, 15 might's capped, and then just like we have range and stamina and cool. That's it. Like can't do much
No one
more.
else has complained about my smell.
I was attempting a more subtle approach.
All right.
Spraying strong perfume on my stuff.
Wait, what about
isn't
food?
subtle.
Oh, is it too strong? I'll try another batch. Perhaps that'll be more to your liking.
Recipes, prepared food. Let's make some cookies. We're not gonna need like half. We literally have almost the entire game's collection of food in our inventory. And we just have to make sure we have the buffs available. Let's see, like, for booze. This is 5 seconds of health and essence regeneration, whatever. +6 stats while in conversations? I never noticed that this entire time. I didn't know we had charming libation drinks where we get +6 in all stats to get out like every dialogue option known to mankind. What? I just noticed this. We're about to end the game. Let's make one. What? There was a gun buff this whole time? Make like 10 of these. Might and Constitution. Revives down companions and resets second wind. Interesting. Sure, let's just see if we had 5 of those. What this? Dexterity, max stamina. Decrease essence cost and shorten cooldown times for grimoire spells. Alright, we should have like a little bit of every drink in our inventory now. The food shouldn't matter. Could use a couple of these, I guess. of food. Alright.
Right. That won't be necessary.
I have a little bit of everything for food. Let's do a manual save here.
Things moved fast while we were in the garden.
The fighting has to stop.
What's the captain?
Envoy, how long's this? Gods only know what the Conclave will decide.
More loot.
Envoy? Is it really you?
You thought I was dead?
Mihala told us you went into some place called...
When you didn't return...
What did you see there?
The origin of the Dream Scourge?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom. It's been weeks, Envoy.
I met the god and freed them. I discharged my duty to the Emperor and to the Dream Scourge.
Finally, a ray of sunlight shines through the storm cloud.
I will not grovel at the envoy's feet for solving a plague.
No way.
I am not...
If you wardens ever bothered to pull your heads out of your asses, you wouldn't take such pride in your ignorance.
You know nothing of me or my people, you fucking pirate!
Why is she so aggro?
Warden Commander, look around you. Is this really the time?
We believe the Dream Scourge was a malady of the soul. How did you put an end to it, Envoy?
I met the god and freed them.
Sapadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. Their rage, their confusion, their fear.
But the plague isn't over. Dream Thralls still litter Shatterscarp.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that for good. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dream Scourge. This will be a process.
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that a quick fix... What of this god, then?
The god of the godless and the god of the living lands.
Ludwig had intimated that this land grew a new god.
Giata and I have some theories about the nature of the Adra in the living land.
I'd say we're past the point of theorizing.
If the Adra here is a closed system, like a terrarium for our souls, then a gradual accumulation of essence could coalesce into a being in the beyond.
Much like the formation of gemstones.
Wodka no doubt saw Sapadal as a threat to her authority. So, she killed the godless and imprisoned their god.
I assume it is this god we have to thank for the roots tearing apart Paradise? They erupted from the earth the moment those bastards stood up their first siege tower.
Naku Tedek was riven with those things, not to mention what they did to the land.
We saw similar destruction at Nakuku Bell. If these roots and the Dream Scourge are the work of a god, and the gods thought it best to imprison this god, how could you let such a creature go free?
Could no more leave a young god to rot in a cage than I could a kith child.
Altruism is fertile ground for folly, I've found.
It was Adir's arrival that disturbed Sapadal. We'll have nothing to fear from this god once we expel you from our lands.
Sapadal's power ravaged my people. I don't know that I can ever trust it.
Keeping watch over Sapadal was a sacred task Nanru gave us when he left. For that reason alone, my wardens owe them their allegiance.
Well, whatever happens, I suppose we can't put the godling back in the bottle now. But come, we have more pressing matters to attend. Inquisitor Ludwig has already joined the battle.
I killed her before. What did you know about this tag, Ambassador?
Well, you might not believe me. It was Ludwig who...
I didn't hear an answer.
She and her steel garrote laid siege to the city, shortly after you beat her to the garden.
I killed her.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking. Just to be sure.
That's good.
Well, she's seen better days.
Ludwig's plowed through the militia like a knife through warm butter.
All right, let's keep the similes to ourselves.
Yeah, but I killed her.
Oh, cheer up. So long as her passion for Wodica lives.
Then we destroy her faith? I have a theory about this. Let's talk
Destroy
at
her
camp if you want to
faith,
hear
huh?
it.
Oh, good.
It is not, I think, impossible. I couldn't agree. Ludwig has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. He will send advisors and reinforcements swiftly in response. What will his representatives find when they arrive? A new colony? Before you face Ludwig, you should know what you're fighting for. But whatever you decide, understand, the days of the frontier are done. Adir will come.
I mean, the land should be pretty united, but that's a tough one. That's a tough one to sell these people.
Oh, Envoy, no. Do not suggest that lightly. Think of the Emperor. There would be reprisals. Ones which this conclave could not survive, fractured as you are. Not unless you came together and formed a nation of your own. It would be difficult. No, impossible. Think of your people, all of you.
I assume the assimilators have thoughts.
Though I'm hardly eager to work with any of you. I like the idea of twisting beneath Adir's boot heel, even less. So long as the Wardens can continue our vigil, I'm open to uniting, if you are.
It's a nice idea, but consider the costs. If we walk away from a relationship with Adir, we're leaving a lot of trade on the table. But the people of Thirdborn have friends in the world. I'm sure we'd find our way through.
With the Envoy's support, we'd have a god in our pocket. What could the Empire do to stop us? When my people return to Fjord, we could create such miracles of animancy, the Living Lands would become the breadbasket of the world.
All right, team.
We deserve our autonomy, even if we must fight for it. Anything less would be surrender.
Fleeing someone else's laws and authority is one thing, setting up your own is another. We're an island of misfits and dissidents. We'll still have to surrender some of our autonomy, and we won't agree on what that means overnight. We'll be vulnerable. Without allies, other powers will see us as ripe for the picking. Know that this is a hard road to walk.
We were fine before Adir came. We'll be fine when they're gone.
I think we ran things perfectly fine before your kin got here.
Rest into bounty. Does the winter frost dissuade the seeds? Many fruits on our boughs. We graft many leaves into strength.
Of course.
What would becoming a colony entail?
The Living Lands would become an extension of the Adiran Empire in leadership and law. Soldiers bearing the flag of Adir would be garrisoned in every town. They would be paid in Adiran shelling and speak only the Adiran language. Their roads would be smooth Adiran roads. Their medicine would be hygienic Adiran medicine. And their weapons would be efficient Adiran weapons. Our customs would become their customs. Our strengths would become their strengths. Turned toward a common purpose. No one, not Rawatai, not the Valian republics, not even a rogue god. This island would be safe for the first time in its history.
The traditions of Solus are what give my wardens their... I would sooner walk my people into the acid sea than trust an adherent...
What need does Thirdborn have for the protections of Adiran soldiers? And should Rauatai come for us, we will rain hellfire down on their heads.
Under Adiran rule, your countrymen would strip my people of everything that makes them unique. Oh, I cannot betray them.
Kind of cool to hear
would
their
suppress
takes.
our culture before it's had a chance to grow. If you have any love for this land.
Rauatai built its empire from colonies like this. Many have become centers of culture and prosperity. Of course, it can take decades, but Adir won't be the only empire eyeing this place. A formal agreement now could protect us from something worse later.
It shall be peaceful in that all dissenters will be silenced. So there's that.
Living Lands is a lot of things, but it will never be Adir. Adir should turn back now.
The Adder's promise. Clip our feathers as we find our wings. The deed binds as the wire binds. To drown us. Why were we set?
Of course.
What's this Gref?
The Living Lands would retain its own laws under a grave appointed by the Emperor. The grave would be expected to promote and develop the Living Lands to our mutual benefit. They would divide the island into administrative districts and see them governed by mayors appointed from the local. The island would provide tribute in the form of resources and taxes, and in times of war, soldiers. The Empire, I should note, is nearly always at war. In return, the Living Lands would enter Adir's sphere of influence, and should outside nations attempt to invade, we would come to the Grave Room's aid. Naturally, that would be the Emperor's decision. But I suspect he would choose you.
I'm the one running the place?
Only the strong survive the frontier. But you were born to rule here.
Wealth, power, you can't offer me what is already mine.
The riches of your state may dwindle in time.
We give up our fighters and the wealth of our lands, and get promises in return. But we have wealth enough to give some away, if it means my wardens may return to their vigil in peace.
A grave room could work, so long as trade keeps moving through the Scarp and you're willing to serve as our go-between envoy. And we'll have cannons enough to deter the adherents from trying anything stupid.
With the Dream Scourge ended, my people can soon return to Fior. I suppose we could send Adir what's left. But when lean times come...
Tribute, he says. Taxes. Soldiers. The Empire has tried it all before. They want to bleed us dry. To fill their coffers and fight their wars.
It's still a gamble, but I think it's the safest bet. We get the benefits of Imperial trade, and there's no way of knowing what it would mean in another generation or two.
We were fine before Adir showed up, and we'll be fine when they're gone.
If we give Adir power over us...
Son, pernicious. Cut the rot, yet the disease remains. Safety among spiders. A web gleaming with dew. They weave...
Well, let's not...
Colony, no. The Grefram thing, like, eh. Obviously, fight for United one makes the most sense. Gotta put so much goddamn work into getting these people to do shit. I can get people to vote. And then I can just be like, no, fuck it, I'm standing with the steel. Hey, I like how that's still an option. You said there's an option to light the world on fire. There is an option to light the world on fire. It's this bullshit right here. I freed the god and then be like, alright, now let's burn everything. Oh my god. I'm actually kind of curious what's going to happen if I choose the vote, though. Like, what would these people... I think they would probably just vote for United, because like, that's what I would want to do anyway. These are like 5 different possibilities here. Well, let's explore. Well, I should probably just do the one that I actually want to do, which would be this one.
Oh, gods have mercy.
Solus and her wardens stand vigil with the living lands.
By grit and steel, Thirdborn stands with the living lands.
Fjord and her animancers stand with the living lands.
We deserve this opportunity. Thank you for believing in us.
Fighting a battle together is easy. I just hope everyone's willing to stick it out when it comes to the politics.
God, they made the right decision for once.
Finally, some sense permeates the proceedings.
On your head be the consequences. That leaves the matter of Ludwine and the Steel Garrote. She will never surrender, Envoy.
We'll just wipe her out.
You must kill her, or we will lose Paradis, and eventually the island.
Has she seen my build? She ain't ready.
The living lands will never be free until we break the chain around our necks.
She better say her goodbyes while she can.
I'm proud to fight at your side.
Let's get to work then.
The Paradis militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future waits for you.
Thank you for deserving it.
Show them that the living lands will not be broken.
We will send reinforcements to help you reclaim the Eastern Gate. Let's just say this is not my first brush with a tyrannical authority, though. May all the gods of Eora and the living lands protect.
Let's take back the city together. Show the Steel Garrote how the living lands takes care of its own.
So we're going after the Steel Garrote now, right?
Let's go free a city, shall...
Nice. And I still have a save before all these decisions, so like if I really wanted to, I could probably just run them all back. It's like, I'll just choose the colony option and just see, or like make them vote. Or whatever, out of curiosity.
Envoy, turning on your kinsman could not have been easy. Well, the future is hopeful, even if the present is... While I have you, I wanted... How are you?
Much better now that you're here, my oak.
Do you have everything you need for the battle to come? Weapons, snacks, intoxicants?
As tempting as that sounds, no.
You can always stay behind if the battle rages too...
I missed you too, darling. I'll be right back. Mommy just has to take care of some things.
Take care in battle, Envoy. Your kinsman will not go easy on you.
What? No words of encouragement for your favorite student?
Forgive me, Giada. My eyesight isn't what it used to be. I have nothing more to teach you. And yet, there is so much out there for you to learn. Once the dust settles, I trust you to live in whatever ways.
Don't you dare make me cry. What kind of animancer cries
Why
on
does
the
it
eve of
change to
battle?
this?
The best one I have ever known.
I won't keep us any longer. Let's go finish this.
Was she like talking through me or something?
Nah, decent enough fellow. Hope he makes it through this.
Take care of Yatsli.
Ready for battle, Sold?
What do you want, Envoy? Adir and the Steel Garrote will regret ever laying out.
People safe?
Yes, for now. Adir cannot be allowed to win. If they gain a foot, all of us must be free. Marius, I'm proud to have known you.
We all have, Matur. Just to die here.
I can see Death's shadow hanging over us all.
Some things, sure.
Give the Steel Garrote the...
Let's press ahead.
Let's talk at camp.
It was...
Be seeing you, Envoy.
I don't suppose you'll have an...
Envoy?
Alright, let's go to the camp. Let's get a little more lore out of the people. You had something to say?
Can't sleep. We're going into battle for the soul of the living lands. Your emperor will not be pleased.
My report will change minds.
Political influence is dangerous. If you want, when a godlike fights in battle, the Adirans will doubt your loyalty. The locals will doubt your commitment. This is the first time you were told to pick a side. All we ask in return It's that, from what I understand, your ambassador is for a politician like him, losing a battle is not a defeat. When he promises you the world, don't listen.
Can't offer me anything I don't already have.
And we're going to need it.
I'm geared.
I'm glad we understand each other. It's good to see you fighting for the misfits and rabble-rousers. Time for you to get some rest. We have a big day ahead of us.
Gonna cross out a lot.
In truth, I'm not as... I've been thinking about the Inquisitor. Formulate. A Death Guard clings to their existence by force of will. Ludwig is held together by faith. Faith is the foundation of her reality. Faith in the righteousness of the gods. But according to her faith, Sapadal should not exist. By that logic, you shouldn't exist either. Yet, by staying alive, you are the godlike of a heretical god. Can you imagine how much she needs you to die? Who knows? Maybe that uncertainty is enough to make her mortal again. Or maybe not. I'm just theorizing as I go. Whatever happens, I want to see it for myself. When I agreed to travel with you, so imagine my surprise when you gave the living lands a chance to unite. Granted, it was an uphill climb. But thanks to our struggle, the island... I can't wait to see what we do with that freedom. Agreed. But to answer your question... Is it really that? No matter who wins, in my heart I know that's a good thing. I just want to put this behind.
She wants to get to the end game already? Oh, he's got something.
You should get some sleep.
Yes, you're still
right.
up.
I think I've been in a lot of dangerous situations, but putting my life on the line for someone else's...
Opposite is survival.
You know, I've never seen a bear go to war. We're about to go out there and risk our lives for... what? We might die, all to determine who sleeps in the nicest house in Paradise. It's fine. Right. Careful you don't get stuck. I'll be all right, Envoy. You go get some blessed rest.
Alright, let's do this. The bears. Okay, so we did all that. I guess we get to like... This should be pretty sick. Put that on 6. I'm actually curious to see how that one works. Another manual save for I don't know, like the fighting, I guess.
Don't just stand there. I got this.
Oh yeah, these mobs are gonna get farmed.
Teach you.
These mobs are gonna get farmed.
Take him down.
These guys are getting fucking deleted, dude. Oh my god. What is anything else on the map we can like play with? I guess there's overgrowth that won't allow me to go out. The siege tower?
One moment.
Did they hide any more cool like legendaries like last minute I hear? Alright, whatever, we're going.
Big mistake.
Yeah, tabs are fast. Jeez. I forgot to use this. Oh! It just deletes them. Holy shit. That skill is so cool.
That's done? Who's hungry?
Actually, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go through my entire inventory of food, too. I don't want to save all my consumables for Avowed, too, so, like, let me take a look here. Max essence. I forgot to put my attributes up in conversations, whatever. Got reload speed, stats. What else? Water, more stats, pie. Okay, I think that's everything. Yeah. So what is that? 5, 10, 15. There's like 20, like 28 things that last 6 minutes. And then a couple extra ones that last an amount of time. Okay, we are juiced. Look at the buff bar. Where we're going. Ranger Dorso. Oh, the assassin chick, I freed her and she's here. Oh, she's dead. She joined the enemy. So I guess next time I'm not gonna let her go. $11,000 execution with a pistol? I'm so geared with the... That's such a cool move.
Don't worry about the eastern gate. I'll protect your back.
Like, I don't think I should pick up loot anymore, but I'm just such a goblin. I've done it the entire game. I might as well do it now. So we killed... Yeah, I'm wondering how many people are going to show up that are like NPCs from... Charge my attacks. This is doing. I'm just pumping. Like this looks like it's on easy mode. This is so good. What are you doing here?
I thought you left town weeks.
I'm here to put a stop to it.
About time. I saw a few on my... I imagine they've been waiting for this. Listen, one of the Garot's units is scouting up ahead. Maybe take this key. It'll unlock the gate. You shouldn't find... I wish someone had stood up to the steel Garot. Well.
Canal key. I mean, do I have to take the side entrance? Because, like...
We should go now. The fighting's died down.
Can you not hear the screaming outside?
Anyway, why did I want to go home?
A bunch of NPCs I saved here.
What a mess.
Go on, get out there and win this.
Envoy.
What's this guy doing?
I must thank you once again for... So,
Glad I can
with
help.
some creative exploration...
Creative exploration.
Shorthand for trying... Forgive me. I may have contributed. I know you have much to do in...
What did you make?
Envoy.
Can I...
All my
Can I
best
get a hit?
Envoy.
What did he make? He made something with the thing I gave him in the quest.
What was that?
Watch yourselves.
I need to go reload speed. The reload speed skill is so good. And holy shit, there's a big mech thing up there. What the hell?
We've taken the main task. Don't do anything
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I need to take the side path when I can just pump. She wanted me to go through there or something.
Found you. We've got company.
Anna.
The canal path? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so you go there and go here for the canal path. And it skips maybe like an encounter or two. I don't know. Oh, I'm not too concerned. I'm geared.
Envoy over here. What is... You nearly died in my clinic. What have you got to say?
I liberated and imprisoned God and I can take care of myself.
That's the worst excuse I've ever heard. And believe me, we're patching up folks as best we can, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. War...
I have 11 constitution from all my buffs.
You're damn lucky to be one of those few. I can't say I approve of you leaping into the fray, but Gods be with you, Envoy.
Come on. You know this. You practiced with Uncle Capo 100... Envoy? It's good to see you fighting on the... Out of curiosity, what turned you...
I can't endorse what they're doing in the Empire's name.
It takes courage to stand against those You know the Steel Garrote a lot better than we do. Their coordination is damn
Sticking with the pointy end. Show them no mercy. Force them to improvise.
Whew. That's grim.
The Envoy's been through a lot. Death.
Feel free to do whatever you do best, just...
She don't like the answer? Then don't ask the question. Oh, we gotta do the rounds with the food again. Where does it start? The tea? What did I sort it by before? this one. I think they're all up. I don't know. There's a lot. Go, go, go. Fighting that giant statue is gonna be really funny.
Monica demands your submission. Stand against her and fall.
Get ready. Skeleton lady's up ahead.
Skeleton lady. Oh, here we go, boys.
Let's make
This ought to be
sure
good.
she stays dead.
There you are.
Right, dearie.
So, did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more efficiently than last time?
Have you seen my build, girl? You have no idea. Constitution 11, I'll fight you 1,000 times if I must until the end of your...
Good. The battle over the Living Lands is nothing compared to the war we share. Look around, Envoy. Heelguard should have listened. He tried to bring order through compromise. He failed. Order is meant to be...
Her order wields sharp steel.
Some people have no skill for diplomacy. The Living Lands will unite and reign free.
Don't insult my intelligence. Treaties can be burned.
Right. If she starts lopping off hands.
As for you, Sapadal's chains are broken, which means you're... I don't know how deeply you've been compromised.
Sounds like you already made your mind about me. You're leaving a conclusion about something you barely understand.
Do not patronize me. I have... Steel yourself, Envoy.
We would not welcome her death. There is still ample shade for her beneath our tree.
I don't need to fight you.
You will. You must face me and die with honor. Or fall to your knees. How you die doesn't matter. But you will die. The Burned Queen demands it.
We are a challenge to her authority. She is afraid of
Damn, my
what
stats are
we
cracked for
need.
this. If she's as powerful as she claims, why don't you kill her yourself?
The Burned Queen doesn't need to sully her power with mortal concerns. I will pursue her ambitions until while you are little more than a nursemaid to your diseased false god. Hear me, Envoy. I am her sword arm, and so long as I can fight...
But she fails, and fails, and fails her god. How long until Wodica finds a new
Wodica tested you
avatar?
again and again, and in the end you failed her.
Temporary setbacks. And if I must stand alone against you, the militia, and every farmer you've given a sword, I will die 1,000 times. I've done all that I could. I believed that when the time came for you to prove, I believed the dream of our future, of our resurgence, and if that failed, I believed the birth. Yet here you stand before me, my enemy, unopposed by the gods. Why?
The worm of doubt gnaws at her soul. Where was Wodica when she needed her most? Where is she now?
I'm going for the psychological victory now too. Aww, I don't have 15 perception or resolve or int to answer the next question.
A faith that demands constant proof is a faith unworthy of the name. My goddess is my life. My devotion to her has no... For years I told I don't deserve...
Oh no! I have to fight her now because I don't have any of these stats up. Fuck! We need a 15 int or percent. Well, I guess I just need one more point in either perception resolve or int just to be able to roll this character. That's crazy. I min-maxed it too hard. I don't get the lore victory here.
Let's finish this. Kill me as no one.
Famous
Let's see
last
how
words.
much damage we do here.
You won't be missed, Ludwig.
Once I'm done, your god of
Damn, I'm bumping.
We are everything in the soil.
Wolica, queen among queens, send me your aid.
Right. Thanks for help from Mama.
Let's do this.
Wodica is done with
How about now? 28,000! Holy shit!
Again, Wodica, help me. One last time.
28K. Someone's what was it? You just dropped it? What else can we do to you? What are these? Oh yeah. What the hell is it? Oh, me too. I don't know what else we have on cooldown. Let's get the finisher. And oh, 11.9.
Where are you? No! Don't abandon me now.
Wodica's giving up. Now's the time.
What else we have? A lot of root. I didn't want to stab, but that works. I did a clip of the 28K. That was sick, dude.
Wherever Ludwig is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done for, but we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Gods, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh.
If I had to run that back, I'd have to respec 1 point out of one of my stats and put in like resolve or int or something so I get the 15 out of 15.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence.
You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The Dream Scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. Thanks to you, the Living Lands has escaped Adiran oppression. The free settlements unite under a common banner and begin the fraught process of negotiating new traditions and values. The Empire withdraws. The frontier remains wild, but not for long. Fugitives no more. The rebels of Paradis return to their home and to other free settlements, bringing their skills and secrets wherever needed. For once, they have a future. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. In time, the people of Emerald Stair return to their city of Fior Messiverno. Research yields new developments in the struggle against nature. Technology is shared among the united settlements. The Empire cannot get in the way of progress. For the people of Shatterscarp, independence is bittersweet. Those who cannot withstand the grief inflicted by Ringgrim's spell leave the settlements, vanishing into the wilderness. Those who remain find themselves forced to cooperate with others, often begrudgingly. With so many dead, the need to stave off hunger outweighs any distaste for certain trading partners. Solace Keep clings to its long-held isolation at first. But after mourning her friend Kostya, Mihala reluctantly deigns to open the doors of the fortress. Some dwarves greet newcomers with glee. Others still mutter darkly about outsiders. Mihala flounders in her earliest negotiations
She finally
with
opens
the
the
rest
door.
of the Living Lands, but slowly learns compromise. She develops a taste for Valian sweets. For the first time in many years, Kai feels an agreeable restlessness. Not to flee, not to drift, but to venture. He visits the distant shores Tama told him about, and savors the modern marvels, ancient wonders, and breathtaking expanses he beholds. His heart swells, not with grief, but with awe. There is so much to discover, and he will spend his years chasing all of the joy and beauty the world has to offer him. With many of his anxieties and lifelong fears addressed, Marius now feels very differently than he did when he first met the envoy. Still far more comfortable in the wilds than among people, he nonetheless finds that his worries about the unknown were merely self-protection against the traumas of his childhood. Armed with this knowledge, he finds himself more capable of living in civilization, and far less fearful of his home in Galawain's tusks. While he never regains his former place as a Warden of Solace, he spends his time traveling between Solace and Thirdborn, acting as a stubborn ambassador between the two. Giada continues to improve as an animancer. She dedicates her work to the spiritual health of the Living Lands, nurturing instead of exploiting. Others follow her example, seeking her tutelage from lands far and wide. In the years to come, rumors spread of a secret society gathering in the wilderness, where animancers work in harmony with nature. The dream of Fior Messiverno lives on in her. In a past life, Yatsley was given a task: protect the history and knowledge of the godless. Now, many lifetimes later, she continues upholding that oath.
She moves into the library in the garden, spending her days poring over the clay tablets there. But not even the letters from, and rare visit to, her lover help ease the loneliness that fills her days. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Sopadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin, tentatively, to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god. Sopadal pours a fragment of their power into the statue they claimed from the temple of Aethys. Newly embodied, they roam the living lands and learn to experience the world as Kith do. Their first attempts at locomotion are clumsy, and a stand of innocent trees is violently returned to the wheel. But as their confidence grows, so does their grace. Soon, they are bounding across the plains of eastern Dawnshore, leaping the river gorge in Emerald Stair, scaling the shark's teeth of Shatterscarp, and fearlessly wading into the Tusk's acid sea. When they break, they come to you to put them back together. And in time, they learn to fix themselves. They wander far afield. You see less of them. But they are never far from your thoughts. And on the rare occasion they return, they always bring you something beautiful and strange.
All that from one side quest.
The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.
Got the good ending, for damn sure. We got 16x scroll on 32. What I was hoping though with that like giant robot thing that the god put a fragment of his soul into was that it would show up on the battlefield. That was sick though. Alright, let's see, where was that clip? Let's see it in chat, hold on. I'm surprised it didn't one-shot him. This boss has like 35k maybe? God damn, dude. Wait, was there frost? Oh my god, there is another 9.4k. Well, I didn't even see the frost, dude. I wasn't even looking at that number. If that's insane. Yeah, I just assumed that like all the damage was in one number and it shows you a percentage as like, I mean, I guess it's just one's physical, one's frost. Dude, that is nuts. Like That's so crazy. Holy shit, it's got like an additional 20-30% as cold. What if we continue? Oh, we're right here. We can basically do damage testing on this boss. Maxed out Heaven Strike, Disappointer, Magic Missile. Like, we're banging shots with this stuff. It's great. What we can do. For this part right here is like pop a bunch of buffs. Yeah, I think the idea is that we should completely heal ourselves and then completely buff ourselves right here and then save. So we load in, we're buffed. The other thing, oh yeah, the other thing I want to do is look at my stats after the buffs and like make an adjustment to one of my accessories so that we have 15, let's say resolve or so. I just have to move one stat point potentially. Because we can potentially like beat this boss with dialogue, and I want to see what happens if we do that. I think that's all of it. Okay, now let's look at our character stats. Oh yeah, so these go to 8. And the reason they're 14 is because the food is +6 in a conversation. So, looking at accessories, we should be able to just switch. What do we have on right now? 3 perception. I can just switch my stats now. Bring might and dex to higher number and just force like perception resolve to be higher. Actually, with the food buffs. We'll be more than fine. Let's see, resolve will be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's currently at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Doesn't go that high. Let's just do that. And that's with all the food buffs. And then we're gonna save this as a manual save. And now let's just go in.
There you are. So,
Come on, gonna try your luck again. I know how to break you now.
So you say. But you can't kill me in a way that hasn't been tried already. Look around, Envoy. Heelguard should have listened. He failed. Her order.
Try this. Some people have no skill for diplomacy.
Diplomacy is theater, nothing. The only question is, what's to be done with you? Sapadal's chains are broken. I don't know how deeply you've been compromised.
You're always leaping to conclusions. Made up your mind about me.
Judgment has been passed. Steel yourself, Envoy.
We would not welcome her death. There is still
I won't fight you. I don't need to.
You
will. Face me and how you duck the bird.
We got a challenge to her authority. She is afraid of what we mean.
Vodicus is powerful. She's claiming why she kill me herself.
The Burned Queen doesn't need to sully her power with mortal I will pursue her, while you are little more than Hear me, Envoy. I am her sword, and so long...
But she fails, and fails, and fails her god. How long until Wodica finds a new avatar?
You say you are Wodica's will. You can stop me.
I was alone. Alone against a tide of besieged by incompetence. I weathered the Burn Queen's trials. I've done all that I could. I believed we were alive. That when the time came for you, I believed the dream of our future. And if that failed, yet here you stand before me.
The worm of doubt gnaws at her soul. Where was
now we hit her with one of
when
these.
she needed her most? Where is she?
Wodica left you to do it all on your own. Now she's punishing you for failing her. It's not fair. Look around you. The Steel Garetta dead and you're alone, just like always.
No. I have the Burned Queen. I have her faith inside me. I can still prevail.
She's not coming to save you. Just you against the entire living lands.
I feel her fight.
Do you?
Do you?
Wodica, my lady, where are you?
No answer.
Wow, this camera angle is sus. She shouldn't love you anymore if she ever did. She despises you, despises your weakness. She revoked your power. You're helpless.
No! It's not true!
Shame. Suffocating shame.
You're nothing. You're weak. You doubt.
Stop! I can't!
Give up. It's over.
No! No! No!
Well, she actually
Look at me.
stopped. Oh, she's cooking, dude. She just burns? She just burns, dude. Just has a heart attack.
Wherever Ludwine is now, she must be seething.
I one-shot her with my
Of course, we'd be
words.
happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done for, but we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it.
Guts, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Free forever.
Silence falls over Paradis, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the Paradis militia rallies to you. The outside. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand. The dream scourge is over.
Still the
And
same
you
stuff.
tell them the truth. Thanks to you, the Living Lands has escaped a dear fugitives no more. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle. In time, the people of Emerald Stair return to their city of... For the people of Shatterscarp,
These are the people that got
independence is
lost like
bittersweet.
half their population to the
Those who
Archmage.
cannot withstand the grief inflicted by Ringgrim's spell. Solace Keep clings to its long-held isolation at first. But for the first time in many years, with many of his anxieties and
Are they gonna-
Giada
are they gonna
continues
mention
to
anything about that
improve
one
as
girl
an
getting
In a
burnt?
past life, Yachtley was given a tap, freed from torment for the first time in centuries. Sapadal pours a fragment of their power into the sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie.
Oh, okay, there's no mention of that. It's just like another way to beat the final boss. You could have the worst build possible, but if you have... If you drink a bunch of booze, you can talk your way through it. That's funny. So yeah, that was a very good run. We are like we're running like best in slot gear. Wait, what happened? She's gone. Huh? I loaded back in. She's cooked. GG, we win. Yeah, now we're in game. Avowed on highest difficulty. Is there anything else in here that would pop up? I didn't find all the treasures or do all the side quests somehow, and that's insane because I literally tried to do everything. There's just a couple of bodies. If we want to actually fight her, it would have to be like the manual save, I think. Oh, it doesn't save the buffs. The save doesn't save your active buffs. You have to manually apply them every time. The level cap is 30.
Lost yet. We would still welcome her graft onto our tree.
Speak to me!
Kind of cool, use your gear. You get skill points if you refuse the god abilities. I mean, that's cool. I never tried to refuse them. That's actually really cool. What I was thinking was that like there would be like a plot twist of like, oh, you do this stuff and like, you know, the god can like steal your body or something. Like the only one in here, oh, and there's two that I like. Being able to heal your companions is cool. And being able to run fast is cool. And then this one is super cool. The force choke one. But yeah, that's actually wild. It's funny how like there's like so few stats that mattered here. It's like, oh, stun, stealth damage, gun damage. I think this flurry of blows skill is pretty cool. But you really don't need that much of a build. It's just kind of like pick your favorite weapons and max them out and use them accordingly. What's crazy though is that they barely gave you enough resources to basically like have like, I guess like one maxed out legendary armor and like 2 to 3 legendary weapons. And I don't think there's any way to farm in this game either. But yeah, we beat the game. Something serious. Is it desynced? Wait, I'm watching my camera on this clip. Is it desynced or something? Oh, that's fine. Refresh, it's fine. Yeah, that's pretty sick though. That's our first that's our first clear and we hit some fat numbers. I just want to know how it's possible that I haven't done all the treasure maps and all the side quests. Like, what am I missing?
You're testing.
How, like, what did we miss? Point of no return. In terms of in-game playtime, looks like, yeah, that took us like... What is that? Basically 43 hours? 44 hours? There's a lot of shit then you can miss. I mean, I was pretty damn thorough. Right, if we go to like a point no return save. That was actually like a really fun game. Right, like this is the point of return going through this door, but like looking at all the maps, like, you know, I went around a lot. I went around a lot. I should probably like just take that clip of like hitting for 1 billion damage and slap that one on all the little social media platforms. Maybe make a little build video on Not Fried or something for the people out there that need their day one guidance when they're playing the actual launch of this game. So I'll probably just do that when I wake up. But that's sick. Like, we completely just obliterated that boss. $406 physical damage. I don't even know if the other weapons can be that top end. Well, such a premium, just like 5-day early access, I guess. Oh, we have too many points invested. Or maybe, never mind, we were fine. But it's so funny, like, looking at this. And pretty much pumping as hard as you can if these are 15. Oh yeah, I mean if I can mess with my resources and pump them all into Oh yeah, we can do a few different things. We can actually change the ending. We could try out a few different endings, like turn them into a colony, make them vote, turn them into a whatever that word was. Didn't I save? Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, I think that games like this should always have like New Game Plus. Like it wouldn't be that hard for this game to do it. You would just make every single enemy on New Game Plus pretty much be like orange +3. Or artificially buff it up on +4, +5 or something just to make it numerically harder, I guess. It's so fundamentally be the same game. Just let you take your like juice character and just redo the entire quest again. Like the enemy variety in this game, I mean, let's be real here. The enemy variety in this game is not that hot. There's like, we saw bears on every map. We saw beetles on like every map. Where's my collection?
Hi.
Like I have other guns in here. If I had the materials to crank this thing up to legendary +3, I think it might actually have less base stats than the Heaven Strike. This is one of the two weapons you get for your star metal. It takes 2 star metal to make this rifle, and it absolutely slaps. Hit steal 10% bonus frost damage. When I hit for 9,000 frost damage, it was supposed to be only 10% of my damage. How does that even work? 10% of my damage was frost. Or is it like 10% of this? So 47.4 is the base value for how hard my frost damage hits, and then it got multiplied by everything else in my loadout to be hitting for over 9,000 damage. If you think about it, right? Like, I scaled my damage up to be like 50x of what is listed here on that boss. That's a lot of damage. Like, we went from 474 from 474 base damage to like 28,000 something. Like 60 times more damage. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, chat. I've been on for a while. I think we're allowed to go sleep easy and be on a normal schedule. And get a little more food and go pass out, I guess. And then, I don't know, if we're gonna stream, I mean, I can still stream this because people like to watch it too. It's still new. But I think if when I do stream tomorrow, I will first have to try to make at least a video or something. I don't know, like hit that clip with the 28,000. That's pretty cool. Post that in a few places, like, you know, shorts and whatnot. And then probably make like a little build video or something. I don't know. We have so many weapons. Like, I probably have the majority of the named items in this game just sitting in my inventory. I think I did sell a bunch of stuff off, though. And then, God, another thing that would be nice is if I did have every item, to be able to, like, force feed my character a bunch of mats so that I can have, like, every weapon maxed out. So I can, like, fool around with, like, I don't know, the optimized combos just to see, like, how the game works, I guess. Just use the final boss as, like, a test dummy. Yeah. Thank you all for being here. There's the support. Hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough. I mean, that was like, that was good. That was 2 big boy streams. 2 big boy streams, and we crushed the entire game and the vast majority of content. That's great. Damn good playthrough too. I got like the best possible ending I could imagine. And I think it's so funny that my clip of me doing 1 billion damage is going to be the one where we have so many food buffs. The game's getting a lot of flack. Yeah, it's just, I think it's just like all the weird, unnecessary type of complaints about the game. Like the DEI Andes or whatever that drop by and like, is this game woke? Or like those people are like, if that's the first question you ask about a game, it's just so cringe, dude. Playing games for the wrong reason. Alright. Anyways, I'm gonna get some sleep. I'll see you guys tomorrow at some point. Again, be in Discord. Join that if you haven't. If you're a regular here and give a shit. Make sure you read the thing and actually get your rolls. Yeah, I'm gonna get on out of here and get a little sleep. Then I could do a second playthrough maybe. Or just like find a way to like, I don't know, explore the other endings. I don't know. I don't know. This game's fun to play though. It's pretty chill. But now we know how to play it, so like go through all the weapons and like try to figure out, I guess, which one we want to play with. Because like there's some cool ones. Like this Unmaker sword for like the end game makes a lot of sense. Because it's going to stun the big metal dudes. Or like, you know, going for like a one tap with the hammer or something. Could be really cool. But that rifle like really got the job done. That was nuts. Anyways. I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for reading your chat. I'll see you guys tomorrow at some point. And yeah, have a good night. Take care, dudes. Oh, I guess I should probably like see who's streaming or something. Hit them with the raid, maybe. I don't know. Somebody playing this game? Somebody playing this game? Looks like everyone's playing this game. Maybe send you guys to mods? Oh, he's still progging. The category doesn't have a whole lot of the big streamers in here. I'll just raid in Dat Mods because he's a good streamer. I'll send you guys over there. I'm sure he'll be on for a couple hours, give you guys more Avowed content, and he's only like in map 2? No, 3. He's on map 3. Looks like. What's Shroud at? Also map 3? She's also, yeah, he's also on map 3. They're getting caught up. Nice. Alright, I'm out. Later, chat. Is it gonna send? Can I like tell it to go? I think I have to wait.